I didn't plan on attending that party. I was only there because my wife insisted. It's important, she said. My boss wants all spouses to attend. Her boss, Ravi Sharma. The name rolled off her tongue with too much ease. I noticed the shift months ago. The late-night calls, the new perfume, the subtle distance. She laughed differently now, not with me, but at me. Still, I played my part. The silent husband, the polite smile, the man who doesn't ask too many questions, because I already knew. That night, the ballroom glittered with glass chandeliers and false laughter. My wife looked radiant, in a dress I hadn't seen before. Red, bold, chosen to impress someone else. Ravi spotted me across the crowd and smirked. He was younger, confident, the kind of man who thought charm equaled power. "Ah, the famous Mr. Nobody," he announced as I approached. Laughter rippled around us. "You must be proud. Your wife practically runs this place." He clinked his glass, not noticing the tremor in her hand. My wife tried to laugh it off. I didn't. I smiled instead. The kind of smile people mistake for weakness. We built everything together, she and I. At least that's what I thought. When I started my investment firm, she was my anchor, the one who believed when no one else did. Or so I believed. I gave her everything: comfort, respect, trust. But people change when they forget where they started. 3 months ago, I found the first message. Hotel Orchid, 8 p.m. I didn't confront her. I watched. Then came the transfers. Small at first, consulting fees, project bonuses, all signed off by her new department head, Ravi. The same Ravi who was promoted right after she joined his team. She wasn't just sleeping with him, she was helping him siphon funds from one of my subsidiary firms, the one she didn't know I owned. It took me weeks to trace it back, layers of shell companies, each one leading to a deeper rot. The numbers matched perfectly. Their meetings, her bonuses, his business trips. When I saw the security footage from a company resort, I didn't feel rage, just stillness. That's the moment I stopped being the husband and started being the hunter. I didn't fire her immediately. I didn't confront him either. Instead, I bought more, quietly. Through proxies, I acquired 12% more shares of the parent group, giving me full control. I replaced board members, shifted authority, moved chess pieces while they toasted their lies. Every decision was signed off by people who didn't even know whose name they were serving. Then I planned the event, the branch opening, the one Ravi would host, the one my wife would organize. I let them prepare the stage for their own execution. The night of the party, every employee was there. The press, the cameras, the investors. Ravi strutted around like a peacock, giving orders, soaking in the spotlight. My wife stayed by his side, a little too close, her hand brushing his arm as she guided guests. She avoided my eyes all evening. When the speeches began, Ravi took the stage first. "Tonight marks a new era for our company," he boomed. "We're honored to have built this branch with such an incredible team." He pointed toward my wife. "And of course, our very own project lead. Her dedication is unmatched." Applause. She blushed. I could almost taste her relief, thinking I was just the clueless husband in the crowd. Then came my turn. "Mr. Sharma," I said as I rose, voice steady, "may I say a few words?" He hesitated, then laughed. "Of course, always good to hear from family, eh?" I walked to the microphone, slow, deliberate. The spotlight followed. "First, congratulations on the new branch," I began. "It's always exciting when something new opens, especially when the people responsible are this passionate." Laughter. Polite smiles. "But before we move forward, there's one thing everyone should know." I looked straight at him. "I own this company." Silence. The kind that stretches, suffocates. I could see confusion flicker across faces. My wife's, Ravi's, even the board's. I've been the majority shareholder for the last 8 months, I continued, and while I admire ambition, I despise theft. I nodded to my legal advisor, who stepped forward with documents. These are records of the funds misappropriated under your management, Mr. Sharma, and the transactions approved by your partner, my wife. Gasps, phones lifted, cameras rolling. Ravi stammered, This is ridiculous. Security, I said calmly. 2 guards appeared. He tried to protest, but the evidence spoke louder. My wife rushed toward me. Please, Arman, let's talk. I looked at her, really looked. The woman who once held my hand through storms now stood trembling under the weight of her own choices. There's nothing left to say, I whispered. You both had everything. You chose greed. As they escorted him out, her tears blurred the edges of the scene. The crowd murmured, whispers spreading like fire. She tried to reach for me again. I didn't mean... You did, I said, and now so do I. I handed her an envelope, divorce papers, signed weeks ago. Effective tonight. Her knees buckled. The cameras caught every moment. Ravi's empire crumbled in a single hour. The accounts frozen. His name blacklisted. Her reputation ashes. Later, when the hall emptied and silence reclaimed the space, I stood near the window, watching the city lights shimmer against the glass. No anger, no triumph, just peace. People often mistake revenge for fury. It isn't. It's precision, it's patience, it's balance restored. That night, I didn't lose a wife. I reclaimed myself. And as I walked away from the glittering wreckage of their ambitions, I left behind the last trace of mercy. Justice didn't need to scream. It just needed to arrive. Quietly, completely, and on time.